Storm Malik batters northern Britain, leaving 2 people dead, a 9-year-old boy and a 60-year-old woman. Thousands are without power as forecasters warn that Storm Corrie will bring further high winds tomorrow.
Good evening. At least one person has died as high winds swept across parts of the UK today. Gusts of up to 147 miles per hour were recorded. The Storm Malik brought down trees from the Midlands to the Shetlands. Tens of thousands of homes were left without power. Train services were severely disrupted and sports matches were called off. And there are warnings of more bad weather on the way. With the latest, here's Mark McQuillian.
High winds sweeping across Scotland and the north of England. The full force of Storm Malik has been felt out on the water and at home. The extreme weather has led to the death of a 60-year-old woman. She was hit by a falling tree in Aberdeen. While in Gateshead, part of the side of a house collapsed by a bus stop. It's believed 2 people have been taken to hospital.
My son called and said that the side of the house had fallen down and there was people there. So I came running out, ill-prepared, knew I couldn't do anything. 1, because of the strength of the wind, and 2, because everything was just too heavy to move. So I stopped the bus coming any further down the hill to stop that happening, asked traffic to back up.
Disruption has been widespread, with dozens of rail cancellations, while tens of thousands of homes have been left without power.
Our key priority through Saturday is really to do that assessment task that we need to do to see what the damage is, as well as for those that we can access, try and get them back on as quickly as we can. So our best view at the moment is that some of the customers affected by this will be off with their power off for the majority of the weekend. That's the scale of the incident we're talking about at the moment.
Many trees have fallen and driving conditions have been challenging in winds of up to 80 miles per hour. 2 lorries were seen overturned on the A1 North. There is little respite, particularly for Scotland. More strong winds are expected when a new storm called Corrie arrives tomorrow. Mark McQuillian, ITV News.
A woman has been killed by a falling tree in Aberdeen during Storm Malik. Gusts of over 85 miles per hour were reported and tens of thousands of homes have been left without power. A second storm, Storm Corrie, is expected to bring further high winds tomorrow. Katrina Renton reports.
Widespread destruction as Storm Malik swept its way into northern parts of the UK. The northeast of Scotland was particularly affected. Emergency services in Aberdeen were called at 10:30 this morning to the place where this tree had fallen. But sadly, a 60-year-old woman had died. Much of Scotland experienced blustery conditions. Gusts of 85 miles per hour were recorded on the Aberdeenshire coast, leaving tens of thousands of homes without power and transport disrupted, with cancelled train services and road closures. Even stronger winds were recorded in the northeast of England. And near Bradford, Lee Wadner and his friend Richard Nutter had been packing up their gear after a bike ride.
I sat between the 2 back seats, just crouching down really, and it pushed me further down, and then I laid on the floor. My friend pulled me out of the back of the van.
Almighty crash. To be honest, I thought my friend were dead. I think he's been really lucky.
A second storm, Storm Corrie, is now on its way, expected to bring further high winds, especially to Scotland tomorrow. Katrina Renton, BBC News.